Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to Learn English Smartly. Do you ever feel that English is boring? Do you think it is just a school subject with no connection to your real life? Maybe you love art or music or sports and you think, why do I need English? If you feel this way, then this story is for you. It is the story of a girl who loved to draw. She thought English was a world without color, but she discovered a secret. She learned that English words could paint the most beautiful pictures of all. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. Your story starts now. Zara was a young girl who lived in a busy city, but in her mind she lived in a world of her own, a world full of lines, shapes, and colors. Zara loved to draw. She had a special sketchbook. This book was her best friend. In it, she drew everything she saw: a sleeping cat, a tall building, her mother's smiling face. When she was drawing, Zara felt happy. She felt free. But there was one place where Zara did not feel free. That place was her English class. For Zara, English class was gray. The words on the page were like little gray boxes, boring and empty. The teacher would say, "Today, we will learn about verbs." Zara would look out the window and dream of drawing blue skies and green trees. One day, the teacher gave back an English test. Zara looked at her paper. There was a big red circle at the top. She had failed. She felt a knot in her stomach. That evening she sat in her room. Her colorful pencils were on her desk, but she did not want to draw. The gray feeling from English class followed her home. English felt like a locked door, and she did not have the key. Zara's grandfather came to visit that weekend. He was a kind old man with eyes that smiled. He saw that Zara was quiet and sad. He asked, "What is wrong, my little artist?" Zara showed him her English test. "I hate English, Grandpa," she said. "The words have no meaning for me. They are not beautiful like my drawings." Her grandfather listened carefully. He did not scold her. Instead, he went to his old wooden chest. He came back with a book. It was an old English storybook. The cover was a deep blue, and on it was a picture of a golden key. "I have a gift for you," he said, giving the book to Zara. Zara opened it. The book was full of beautiful, colorful pictures. There were pictures of magical forests, sparkling rivers, and castles in the clouds. "The pictures are beautiful," Zara said, "but the words, I don't understand them." Her grandfather smiled warmly. "An artist sees with her eyes, Zara, but a great artist also learns to see with her mind. Maybe. These English words can paint pictures too. Just try to find one word. One word that matches one picture. That's all." That night Zara sat with the old book. She did not want to read. She just looked at the beautiful pictures. One picture showed a bright, shining sun over a green hill. She looked at the English words on the page below. She saw a small, simple word, sun. "Sun," she whispered. She looked at the picture of the sun. Then she looked at the word sun. An idea sparked in her mind. She took her sketchbook. On a new page she drew a big, yellow sun. Next to her drawing she wrote the English word, sun. She smiled. For the first time, an English word was not a gray box. It was a color. It was yellow. The next day she found a picture of a blue river. She looked for a word she could understand. River. She went to her sketchbook. She drew a winding blue river. Beside it she wrote the word, river. Slowly Zara was not just learning English. She was creating a new sketchbook, a picture dictionary. Each English word was a new color, a new shape in her world. Tree was green. Flower was pink. Sky was blue. Her gray world of English was starting to fill with color. Weeks passed. Zara's picture dictionary grew. She now had over 50 words. Each word was a drawing. She became curious. What was the story in the book about? Using her new words, she started to read the simple sentences. The girl finds a key. Zara had learned the word key. The key opens a door. She had learned the word door. Behind the door is a garden. She knew the word garden. The book was a story about a girl who finds a magical garden. A garden where flowers could sing, and the river was made of liquid stars. Zara was fascinated. The English words were no longer boring. They were clues. They were pieces of a beautiful puzzle. The story gave her new ideas for her art. She started drawing things not just from her world, but from the world in the book. She drew the singing flowers. She drew the castle in the clouds. Her drawings became more magical, more full of wonder. Her English was not just a subject anymore. It was the key to a secret world, a world that only she and the book knew about. One day her school announced a big art competition. The theme was A World of Wonder. All the students were excited. They started drawing spaceships, dinosaurs, and fantasy creatures. Zara knew exactly what she wanted to draw. She would draw the magical garden from her English storybook. For 1 week she worked hard. She drew a big, beautiful picture. It showed the girl from the story opening a door. And through the door, you could see a garden full of impossible colors and light. At the competition, every student had to stand next to their art and explain it. When it was Zara's turn, her heart beat fast. She had to explain her art in English. She took a deep breath. She looked at the judges and the other students. "Hello," she began, her voice a little shaky. "My art is called The Door to Wonder." She pointed to her drawing. "Before, English was hard for me. It was a locked door. But then I found a story, an English story, the words in the story. They helped me see this world." She continued more confidently now. "This garden, I made it with my pencils, but I saw it first, with English words. The words painted the picture in my mind. So English for me is not boring. It is magic. It is the key that opens the door to new worlds." When she finished, the room was quiet. Then the head judge, a famous artist, smiled. The audience began to clap. Zara won first prize, not just because her drawing was beautiful, but because her story was powerful. She had connected her art to her learning. She had shown everyone that English was not just a subject. It was a tool for imagination. After the competition, Zara was not the same girl. She walked with confidence. She even started to help her friends in English class. "How do you remember the words?" a friend asked. Zara smiled and opened her sketchbook. "Don't just learn the word," she said. "Draw the word, feel the word, give the word a color." She started a small club after school called Art and English. They would read simple English stories and draw the pictures together. They learned that English could be fun, that it could be creative. Zara never stopped drawing, but now her world was bigger. It was filled with endless colors and endless stories from all over the world, all because she found the key. Dear listener, if you are learning English today, remember Zara's story. Don't think of English as a boring subject. Think of it as a key that can unlock new ideas for the things you already love. Your passion, whether it is art, music, science, or sports, is your best teacher. Connect English to your passion and you will find your own world of wonder. Thank you for listening. Keep learning and keep creating. Subscribe to Learn English Smartly for more stories to help you on your journey. Speak slowly, speak bravely, and speak with color.